Did you ever wonder how someone becomes successful overnight? That's a whole lot of story one has to go through and experience it to say he has become one night successful. Jeff Bezos or anyone who worked under the garage for hours and nights long would become one night successful just because they worked every fucking night for 3 fucking or 4 fucking years. That's how they become one night successful. This is the story of a guy who lives two lives and shows one and hides the other. Chapter 1: The Joker. This person lives a life where they silently work hard in the night and then play an idiot, or let's just say play themselves during the morning. They work really fucking hard in the night, and then when it comes to the morning, they change themselves and then play the Joker of being not being themselves and showing it to everyone else so that everyone believes nothing is going on in their life. But one day, when he really becomes successful of the work he has put through and the amount of throughput he has given over the nights really shines. That's when people realize, oh damn, it's always been under our noses. This guy has been fucking working hard. That's how someone becomes overnight successful. That's where the term was coined. The story always begins with an idea. The idea of becoming a greater version of yourself, or the idea of seeing someone else in the internet, or seeing someone else of your close relative to become what they can become. You start to achieve your true potential when you meet someone of a greater will or a greater good who has done a lot more than what they can imagine. That's how the story of two lives begins for anyone. How does one do that? He thinks of an idea and then starts working towards it. It might take time, it might take years, it might take months, it might take days, but he constantly keeps working towards it without any final goal, without any destination. He enjoys the process while he does that. And throughout the process, he learns, he adapts, he grows. This process of learning is what makes him the second version of, or the better version he can be. Chapter 2: The Growth and the Downfalls. He does see a lot of growth as he grows through the pain and through the process of downfalls. Right when he's learning and when he's becoming a better version of himself, he's going to start facing problems where he needs to solve them during the day as well. That's when he closes the two lives, starts to begin a fresh one, where his nightlife becomes the real life. This nightlife that becomes the real life is true often in a lot of cases. But when it doesn't and takes a lot of time, he starts to push the nightlife to the day life and giving the day life a little less time. That's how this person grows. And the downfalls really start to begin in the chapter 2. He faces a lot of troubles, he faces a lot of issues, the tension, the stress, it starts to grow. But as he starts to push through the pain and through the stress, he becomes a better version of himself to where he reaches chapter 3, the success. In chapter 3, he reaches the point where he starts to see success. He starts to see the amount of work he has put through, the amount of years, the amount of time he has put through starts to grow. Finally, he sees the results. This is where he embraces it and shows everyone. That's where the overnight success becomes reality. That's when the overnight success becomes a reality. This reality is often what people say overnight success. Overnight success doesn't come in overnight. It takes time. It takes years, months, days. This is what the two lives of a man who dreams and who yearns to make their family better. This idea really comes from poverty. It might really come from someone or someone who they aspire to become, or let's just say his greed of money. But it really starts out as a dream. No one sees it, no one even thinks about it until and unless one achieves it. This is a story of a man who is hungry, passionate, and ready to dedicate hours to a craft.